Zombie apocalypse.
Hello viewers, welcome to my channel FPL Buzz. So today I will talk about some budget forwards and let's get started. The player I will first talk about is Alexander Mitrovic, because the last time he played in the Premier League he scored 11 goals and 4 assists. Plus he earned 134 points, but that season he had a 6.5 million price tag, but this season he has 6 million price tag. So at this price rate he is a really good option, and I think he is a player in my team. I will definitely pick him, and his goal involvement in last season championship for Fulham was really great. At least 44% involvement was in his team, so he's a really good pick, and he's a really explosive starter, and he's really deadly in the air. So I think he's a really good budget forward for me. So moving on to my next player is Che Adams from Southampton. So he's a player that he can score at least 10 to 15 goals this season. Last season he started really wasteful. He got replaced by Shane Long, but at the end of the season he worked really hard, he trained well, he got himself back in the starting lineup, and you can see he scored 4 goals, and all of his goals come from at the end of the season. And Southampton manager Hassan Attal started him in the 4 games I think, and he's a really good partner for Ings, and he will definitely challenge Ings for starting lineup this season. But there is a rotation risk for Che Adams, so I think the safer pick is Alexander Mitrovic, but he's a really good option and he's a really promising player, so you should think about him and add to your watch list. And my next player is Michail Antonio from West Ham, and he's a really strong forward, you all know, and he should really start, but I think at the end of the day he will got replaced by Sebastian Haller, because West Ham bought him for huge amount of money, and Michail Antonio can score really good goals, but I kind of think that he will be replaced. But if he got fit and if he really gets some playing time, then he will be really great. And you all saw that at the previous season, in the end he scored some really good goals and he earned the most points in a game week, so he's a really good pick I think. So my next player is Chris Wood from Burnley, and he is a very reliable player because he will obviously score 10 to 15 goals in this season, and he's a starter for Burnley, he's the main striker, and you see that last season he scored 14 goals for Burnley, and he played so many minutes at 6.5 million price tag. He is a really good option, but Burnley have a blank game week, so most of the managers haven't picked him. You can see only 4.2%, and he can also be a good differential player after they start after 4 or 5 game week of this season, let's see. And moving on to my next player is Jordan Ayew, and I kind of doesn't uh, like him so much. His playing style is really boring for me, and but he scored 9 goals and 3 assists last season, and also 132 points. And he's kind of only 6 million, so he's a really good budget forward. But I will not say to pick him, but definitely keep an eye on him. But because he can score goals, so that's why he is in my list. So, and moving on to my next player is Neil Mauper from Brighton, and he is a player. He is Brighton's main striker, and he scored 10 goals for Brighton last season. You can see that 131 points. So last season his price was 6 million, and this season his price rise to 6.5 million. If his price was still at 6, then he will be a definitely good budget forward, but a little bit high. I think 6.5 for his kind of striker is little bit high price. Brighton is not that much attacking team, so I will not tell you that you pick him, but please keep an eye on him definitely. So my next player is from Arsenal, Edward Nikita. And why I picked him, because last season he started some games and Mikel Arteta liked him so much, because he's a really young player and Arteta likes young players. But this season, after the arrival of Willian, I think he will not probably get that much playing time, because Aubameyang will move forward, I think, after the arrival of Willian. So let's see, but keep an eye on him definitely, because his price is 6. But I think you should think about other players, because last season he has only 4.5 million price tag, but this season, 6 million. So 1.5 million rise is really huge. So let's see. And my next player is Ryan Brewster. And the reason I selected him, he is a really good striker. He has a really good finishing ability, and even in the pre-season he scored 2 or 3 goals, I think. So if he stays at Liverpool, he will not definitely get any kind of playing time, that's for sure. But if he loaned out, and rumors are heard that Leeds United are interested in him. So if he loaned out in any other Premier League teams, then he will be a definite pick for me, because at 4.5 million price tag, and he is a really young talent, I will definitely get him. So at the lowest price of any forward in this FPL, he is the best young talent, I think. So that's why I picked him. And my last player I will talk about is Dwight Gail. And the reason he is my last player, that he is currently injured and he might get replaced by Joelton or Andy Carroll, because I think he will miss the start of this season. But if he get fit, and after 3 or 4 game weeks he got back really strong, then Newcastle have some really good fixtures. So, and he is a really good finisher, and he scored some goals at the end of the season, previous season, and he has Premier League experience, and he's really good finisher, and I think he will play good for Newcastle this season. And if he get fit, he got well, then he should be in my team, and you should probably keep an eye on him. So that's all, and this is my budget forward segment for today, and I will try to make videos for other categories, some prime players. Hopefully you will get to see that soon, and I will give my Twitter account link in the description box. Please follow there, and try to share your opinion on the players I have selected, I have told you about. Any other player suggestion would be really appreciated. So thank you very much, and welcome.